Forgot to... I forgot to turn my monitor on. That could be important. Jill of Trades, hello subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. This game is Dragon Warrior 2 for the Nintendo NES system. We're going to get to max level and then finish the game on this stream. I'm pretty sure that won't take me too long. So, let's start fighting some dudes, everyone. Earlier I got a $25 super thanks on the previous stream, on the VOD of my previous stream. So, my guy Josh told me on Discord, "Hey man, I just want to say, I think it's pretty damn cool that you are this involved with your fans, and I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep telling my friends that you're great. Also, you have a very nice butt." No, he didn't say that, actually. That was one of my other friends. No, but Josh had a very nice comment, Genevieve B. Just popping in to say hi. Hey, howdy. And he, what started the conversation was that he reached out being like, "Hey, can I buy a pair of your sunglasses?" And I was like, "Yes, lol." "Wait, are you serious?" "Yes, lol." So, the guy was like, "I just think it would be cool to have some Karma merch." I do have a actual store. There is a link to the Karma Mart in the video description. But Josh left, he messaged me something very sweet, and so that was great. I think it's pretty damn cool that you are this involved with your fans. Rogue Effect? I'd love to get more involved, if you know what I mean. By that I mean, hosting KarmaCon soon. Death Bob, Stephen H. Evening, Karma. You still frozen? A little bit, but I'm tanking it. Hoodie off so you can see the guns. Gouda Guy. You do allegedly have a very nice butt, Parma. The squats are paying off. Yeah, no, and that's a great segue, Gouda Guy, because he donated a $25 super thanks. I will be doing some more squats. New phone, who dis? It looks like it's Michael Mervin. I'm KarmaJolt, and also, here is Tiny Cat. Tiny Cat, you're facing the wrong way. The stream's over here. Yeah, Tiny Cat. Oh yeah, what a good boy. Meow is right. Michael Mervin. Anyway, my characters only need one level each, and then we will be at maximum. Isn't that neat? Isn't that frickin' neat, everyone? So let's get on that grind. Pippin not trying to hog the bed today. Gouda Guy, you'll probably hear her in a second. She's like really messing with, I think she pulled like a Q-tip out of the trash, and she's got it in like a cardboard box now. So every now and then you'll hear just like a bop 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 bop. Tiny Cat don't listen to instructions. He give them, yeah. Treasure chests, we got some money there. Meowkle Pervin. Yeah, on the fence about how you're saying perv in the name, but went with it anyway. I see. No, that's bold of you to commit. Meowkle Pervin. My dog sneaks into my room for tissues to tear up like confetti. Jill of Trades? Tell me about your dog. Apparently, taking Q-tips from the trash is a common cat behavior. And that reflection right there, off the glasses, what is that? Is that this light here? Yeah, I guess so. Physics is weird. I was like, nah, that's not the angle. That couldn't be it. 14-year-old Shorky. Old lady in a puppy body. A Yorkie plus a Shiba Inu? What is a Shorky? I actually don't know. Sammy the Tanuki. How are you? Alright, Blizzard got 2 of them. A Shih Tzu and a Yorkie. Surprised you can say that on YouTube. They like them cat toys. Sometimes they also like to chew on them, from what I understand. Simon D, yeah, my cats will, like, occasionally play with an actual cat toy, but usually they just play with, like, some, like, random piece of garbage, you know? Or a Q-tip. Paperboy, watching Endgame. Will KJ max level before Iron Man snap? Yeah, I'm at the endgame, too. Getting to max level. What do the Japanese call KarmaJolt? Parmesan. Gouda guy? I have some Japanese viewers, apparently. But hey, welcome everybody. Actually, before we get our first level, let's do 20 squats. And hold aloft the charm of Rubus. Stick around, because I wanna show you a crazy glitch later. Let's fight these gold baboons. I summon Aces Call 64, Grave Accelerator, in attack mode. Yo, Aces! Did you stream earlier today? Or did you try to stream? I clicked on something that was like, oh, Aces stream. Let me check it out. And it was like a minute long, so I thought like, uh-oh, maybe his streaming equipment died or something, or the stream crashed. Watching a movie about homesteaders claiming land in Oklahoma in the 1900s. Homesteader. Damn near killed her. Far and away. Death Bob, I'm glad you are far but here. Tom Cruise movie? Ever thought about streaming Metal Gear? Sammy the Tanuki? Yeah, the MSX one. I did a video series of that a long time ago. I didn't stream it, Sammy the Tanuki, but we were thinking about streaming it. Because we did Metal Gear on NES recently, and I was like, you know what? I should just do the MSX games as well. MSX game sounds like there's skateboards involved. There was like a weird skateboarding minigame in Metal Gear Solid 2. Subsistence, or whatever it was called. The re-release that had like bonus content. Four flames. Time to explode it on them. Just getting a bunch of texts from my brothers. I see. Get crit. Take that, flame. Burned him. Speaking of which, let's feel the burn. Let's do 20 squats. We are pretty darn close to max level. Yeah, we only need 45,000 experience. And factoring in maybe like a couple random deaths, that still won't take that long. Alright, let's do some squats. Maybe like 20. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Thanks to my guy Josh for the super thanks on the previous stream. A super thanks is when you comment money on a VOD or a like a video upload or even a short. Brother Jolt. No, I think Brother Jolt sounds better. Michael Mervin. What about the song? Oh, I saw all the comments on that song, Aces, were about Kane, who apparently, so like, at one point, the Outsiders, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, who were previously in the WWF as Diesel and Razor Ramon, they left for the WCW and ended up forming the NWO, right? And for some freaking reason, the WWF and Vince McMahon tried this, like, crazy power trip where they were like, well, we still technically own the rights to the characters Diesel and Razor Ramon, so we're just gonna bring in new guys to play those characters. So they just brought in new people to be Diesel and Razor Ramon, and the audience is like, that's not them, what the hell are you doing? And it flopped miserably. But the performer slash wrestler who originally was going to replace Diesel, Kevin Nash, ended up having a Hall of Fame WWE career anyway, as a wrestler known as Kane. Fake Diesel and fake Razor. I remember that happening, says Simon D. Yeah, I remember fake Diesel. I had never heard of that, Aces. That's wild. I can imagine being like a WWE fan, or back then it was the WWF, right? I can imagine being a fan and being like, what the hell are they trying to do? That's not the people they say. Dang it, I missed. Hit the other one, you moron. Oh my god. Why did he spread out the damage there? That was so dumb. Yeah. Esgar. Well, I still got 2 of them there, and that's a pretty good experience. Slow Chemical was his theme from 2003 to 2008. I did listen to the song, though, so thank you. Tiny Cat, you alright? Oh, I think he's stuck. Oh, he's fine. He's fine. He was stuck for a second. Just got some metal babbles. Nice. Still remember when the MSG curtain call happened in 1997. That was nuts. Simon D. I don't really know too much about it. I'm playing Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds on my Steam Deck. I won't tell anybody, Sammy the Tanuki. 24th, says Sears. Hey, welcome in. Yo, what? This guy's on the thumbnail for the stream. That's crazy. He didn't see me. Oh, we snuck up on him somehow. Hit him with a stick, Gwen. Alright, Esgar's hitting for about 20 with each hit, and that's cool. How did this guy not see that I was coming? I'm literally live streaming it. Maybe he was distracted because he's watching the live stream. It's gotta be that. But he's on a bit of a delay, so he thought it was gonna be a few seconds after. That's probably it. There is nothing in these other rooms, by the way, so you don't need to check them. Simon, you mean the Montreal Screwjob? Oh, that was like a Bret Hart thing, right, Aces? Don't need to check him. Don't tell me what to do. You can, Michael Mervin. I'll meet you there if you want to. Pomunson, how are you? MSG Curtain Call involved Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Paul Levesque, and Shawn Michaels at the time. Oh, they did a house show together, and they all hugged publicly and did a curtain call. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Despite being rivals, they were like, we're all friends here. Okay, I did read about that. That's in this book that I've been reading. No hat. Yeah, okay. Strange hearing that name over Selvala. Yeah, no, I'm on the fence about calling people by their former names when their current screen name shows something else. Alright, Pippin came to bully Tiny Cat out of the bed, but Tiny Cat at least got a good bop in before he ran. Pip, you're a bully. Have you heard of this Castlevania-inspired indie game called The Transylvania Adventure of Simon Quest? Save me the tea? No, but that sounds dope. I bet people don't remember my previous names. Gouda Guy? It used to be Roga Effect or something like that. Or Roga Cheese. Stuff with Roga in it, right? Pip is a bully, Jillo Trades. I didn't choose this life, YouTube did. But it's not a bad choice anyway. Pomundson. What was mine? Sears? I actually don't know. Stephen von Hammerchest, I think. One of them was Roquefort. Also a cheese, yes. I definitely remember it was Roga cheese at one point after it was Roga effect. What was mine? Sammy the Tanuki? Was it something like a pre-transition name? It was like other name the Tanuki, but now it's Sammy, right? Like Sarah the Tanuki or something. Just hoping you don't remember. If I thought real hard... It was? If I thought real hard... I was about to say, if I thought real hard about it, I could remember it. Howdy, but a plushie I ordered back in August arrives tomorrow. Lord Toast? Tell us about it. It wasn't Sarah. Was it something else with an S? Happy you remember, Parma. Just shows how great you are. Gouda Guy, also, like, today and yesterday, I'm having a terrible time remembering stuff that I would otherwise remember easily. Just because of lack of sleep, you know? Something to do with card houses? Simon Diamond, the Tanuki. Going back to work now. Cheese you later. Hey, Gouda Guy, I'll see you soon. Thanks for showing up. Darth Nerd, yeah, and we're gonna do that glitch, by the way. Citrus juice, what's going on? Yeah, only one more level for each, and we're pretty darn close to the first two anyway. And then once we get there, we'll be pretty darn close to the third one. Look at this lovely town. Too bad it's fake. Alright, let's open the door here. Bust into the other ouchie floor room. Nesenda. And then use Eye of Malroth on this little square here. Anyway, you should play Castlevania Revamped! Yeah! Yeah, that looked really cool, Sammy the Tanuki. Nesenda, how are you? I'm trying to think of, like, what words I can associate with card houses, aside from King, Queen, Jack, 4. Aces. Speaking of which, anyway, I'm probably going to recommend you another song to listen to in a month, but until then, no more songs, so you're not overwhelmed with stuff to do. Aces, no, I appreciate you. It's not overwhelming, I just will forget 10 times, you know? Big Daddy John says, hey guy, thanks for being here. Yo, appreciate you. Another word for shovel. Spade the Tanuki. That does and does not sound familiar. Because I'm in one of those weird headspaces today where, like, I very clearly... Clubs, that's it. Jill of Trades. Where I absolutely feel like I haven't slept enough, you know? Marcus Felix, what's going on? But on the plus side, I have a lot of, like, physical energy. So, like, aside from a little shoulder pain, body feels fine today, you know? So I feel like doing something active and mindless today, and that's why I'm back to this grind, you know? That's my old Fursona name. Never tried it before, but can you equip all cursed items on your people and keep multiple stats? Or does it work with the SOD? I think okay, so I looked it up, Darth Nerd. And the video that I saw showed a dude doing it with the, Devil's Armor as well. Which I think I have one of, right? Gremlin's Armor, excuse me. I guess Gwen just died. Foggy Brain G needs a KarmaJolt to wake up. Yeah, if I had a KarmaJolt, I'd pound it on stream. Dang, maybe we're not high enough level to do this dungeon, everyone. Now it's Sammy/Samantha. Never met a Samantha that I didn't like, by the way. And some of them were dogs. Jeez, okay, that's GG. Let's get out. Esgar got crit for an instant kill. Which means I'm walking. I'm walking here. Gotta finish my Mega Man Legends 2 stream so I can do my Patron FF16 tomorrow. Patron. Nasenda, I never played an FF Legends. Yes, Tiny Cat? Did you hear that big ol' meow? A friend of mine rented Mega Man Legends when I was, like, sleeping over at his house. We played it for, like, an hour or so. Yeah, I messed up the latency and tried to fix it for my stream, but I'll stream tomorrow. Aces? Oh yeah, no, I get it. Look at this. The goo has been promoted to the next level. He made it to maximum, everyone. Let's do these 5 squats. How much power am I getting? cat. More like tiny cat. That's a new key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoutouts to Josh for the super thanks on the previous VOD. 1 power. Simon D, you might be right. 4. 8 speed and 5 HP. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Alright, alright. Well, do we have a Wing of the Wyvern? No. We're walking back. This might work, I don't know. Nice, got it right. Joseph Neal, you did? I see it. Jill of Trade said 8. Close, but double. Mega Man Legends is the one with the Lego figure enemies. Oh yeah, those weird robot guys. Well, that's every Mega Man game has weird robot guys. What are they called? Servbots? Yeah, just like my friend Safety Servbot. Repel did just fine there. Cliff White, what's going on? The goo is now strong enough, everyone. And we need just like a couple thousand to get Esgar to top level. Almost there is right, Trico. Repel has lost its effect. Next stream will have ultra low latency, correct latency to interact with chat. Aces, I use low latency, but not ultra low. Which is why I don't get to your messages until like 3 seconds after you put them. Cliff White, you're showing up for the Fungeon. We're gonna get to max level, then finish the game. Hopefully I'll show off a couple weird tricks. Smack! 3D graphics just made them look like Lego figures. Yeah, early 3D games are so strange looking. Darth Nerd, I gotta zoom in on the text so I can read it a little bit better. What am I thinking? Just start pre-answering questions to get the illusion of low latency. Yeah, exactly. While I'm at it, what's going on, Dagger and Nicholas D and Sean R and Nick the Frenchie? And Nisendo with the cool $15. Oh my god, Nisendo with the cool $15. Yo, I called it. Like way before it happened, for sure. Yo, Nisenda, thank you so much for the cool 15. Everyone put, what do we spam for Nisenda? Everyone put something Nisenda related in the chat. I don't know. Like a big old NES. Or a 15 if you want. Shocked face? Yeah, big N. Might not make it to the end. Tired, so I'll last as long as I can. Cliff White, I will go so fast. NES 15. Yeah, that's the club that I was in middle school. People wrote it on my arm. They're like, want to join the NES 15 club? El Llama and David G. It's dangerous out there. Take this with the hot dog. Yo, Trico, if you're predicting a donation from a specific viewer, that's a good guess. My PFP is from Mega Man Legends 2, BTW. I wouldn't have known that specifically, but yo, Esgar is at maximum level. Okay, how much power are we getting? You could look it up and know, but I want you to guess. Michael Irvin, you like that one? Tiny Cat, don't step on the Nintendo NES system, because I've got 15 squats to do, baby. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm guessing he's getting 4 HP. That's a pretty safe bet right there. Alright, Tiny Cat, you coming with? He's on the chair. Good job. Good job, Tiny Cat. Negative 32, Darth Nerd. You'll be pretty close there. Considering numbers go all the way up to a billion, negative 32 isn't that far from 5. Who said 5? I would have guessed 6, Jill of Trades. Steve Jacobson. Hey, I bought them shades off you earlier. Yeah, I read your comment. I'll read it again. Steve Jacobson, who wanted me to give him a shout out with the name Josh, said... Wait, hold on. Where'd it go? Am I tripping? Yeah, okay, here it is. Hey man, I just want to say, I think it's pretty damn cool that you are this involved with your fans, and I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep telling my friends that you're great. Also, I've been living in your walls for 3 years. So hey, thank you so much. And we're at max level. 4 HP. Did I call that? That one was probably pretty obvious. But hey, also Nasenda, thank you so much for the cool 15 squats. So we did 98 today. Three, 7, what's the difference? Yeah, and Steve Jacobson. Should I call you Josh? In the chat as well? Because you gave that $25 super thanks, I did 25 squats for it, and I added it to this total here. It isn't 6'7", but it's also not 6'9". Yeah, that's my real name. Weird that you seem to have, like, an actual name as your YouTube but it's not your real name. I guess Michael Mervin does the same thing. Like, I just assumed that was his real name for a really long time. I'm losing fat, you're gaining muscle. That's a good trade. Nasenda? I am gaining both fat and muscle. Oh dang, I contributed to your health. Yeah, it was not the greatest decision. No, that's actually really funny. It's like, yeah, my real name is Peter Jackson, but my online name is Paul Johnson. And Enigma. I heard Crazy Train and 7 Nation Army today, courtesy of Ace's Call. Yes. Or Ace Skull, maybe. You're like almost there. Yeah, MB Mixes took longer than I thought it would. I think I missed your last stream. Did you get the mysterious hat? I did not, Erdrick. We might gotta call it on that one. Peter Jackson sounds like the type of smokes you can get here. MB Mixes? No thanks, I don't smoke. That's a soundbite from Warcraft 3, like the Flame Lord. Will say if you click on him, he'll be like, "Fire away, I'm lit." And then if you like keep clicking on him, you know how in Warcraft games, if you keep clicking on a unit, they'll have like joke voice lines that they say. The Flame Lord will say, "No thanks, I don't smoke." Pack of Peter Jacksons, no joke. I didn't know that, MB Mixes. I had an itch in my ear. Peter Jackson sounds like a celebrated director of highly acclaimed films. Yeah, an enigma from like the 60s or something. Yo, Simon Diamond has been a member for 22 months? That's 2 whole years! Here's to KarmaJolt eventually beating DQ2. Erdrick is rooting for you from the great beyond. Yeah, he is resting in Elfland in Final Fantasy I, Simon D. And he lived to be nearly 30 years old. 50, what a beast, says Abel Savage. Yo, everyone put a diamond in the chat for Simon Diamond. Michael Mervin ahead of me. Wow, the Fire Lord doesn't smoke. Shocker? Shocker. But yeah, who here played, like, the old Warcraft games? I remember clicking on, like, one of the boat units on the human faction. Would get him to be like, "You're rocking the boat. You're making me seasick." And then he'd do, like, a barf sound after that. But that was supposed to be snarky. Aces? Immune. Simon Daimon. OG Warcraft here, I'm old. Yeah, Erdrick, I'm old enough that I watched my older brothers play the first one. My buddy still plays WoW to this day. I never got into WoW, because I knew I would get, like, addicted to it. Warcraft 2, because I would make my own maps. It was amazing. That was a fun game. And Cliff White, I remember doing the disco cheat that would, play the secret song. Secret song. I know a lot of people who did both Warcraft and Evercrack. And Everdread. And Open Door. Okay, I'm always talking when I am doing menuing stuff, and I always mess it up. But there I shut up, and it was easier. Well, what do you want? Why do you keep touching me? Yeah, James Milholland. You remember the song? And then it had, like, the orcish singer in the back being like, "Urgh." It was ridiculous. StarCraft was my life. My brothers still play that. Like, my older brothers played a lot of real-time strategy games. I was never good at those. Unless you count MOBAs like Dota. I was okay at Dota, as long as I didn't have to, control multiple units at once. Funny enough, I made myself a joke character for a WoW. He's a level 10 troll hunter named Alka-Seltzer. I remember that my characters, or my brother and his college friends, Keen D, had characters that were like, dominated like the level 49 bracket or something like that. And they would do like group PvP battles. And my friend Matt had a paladin kind of character named Bragstone with a Z in it somewhere. That died like once ever. Still memorized all the Firebat and Marine quotes. Yeah, got any questions about propane? What about League of Legends? Never played League, MB Mixes. How dare you stream when I'm at work? Avis? How dare you work? Yo, Avis, I saw that Law gets nunchucks. I might have to play that character in Tekken 8. Because I loved Maxie in Soul Calibur 2. The Soul Calibur series, I should say. Mostly Soul Calibur 2. Law is awesome. Yeah, and then obviously he is modeled after Bruce Lee, just like Maxie was. Who famously used nunchucks in a lot of his movies. Gonna curse all your characters. Darth Nerd, probably just the one. I played Age of Empires. Yeah, I tried to play that too, Nasenda. But that was one of those games that, like, my brothers and my brother's friends were just way better than I was at real-time strategy games. So, like, when we did team battles like that, I would have to be... It would be, like, the best 2 people at the game plus me, and then everyone else was on one team to... Like, I'd be with the best 2 people to balance out their skill, and then everyone else who was pretty good at the game were all in the same team together. And it usually ended up being an even match that way. Ever played Secret of Evermore on SNES? Steve Jacobson, yeah, wasn't a huge fan of that game. I did a tag team live stream of it with my friend Megaharv, and essentially what that was is... Yo, James Milholland became a channel member. Everyone put, what do we put in the chat? Just put a big JM. Like Jabron Mames. Hey, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Let's do 6 squats for that. Yeah, so I was... Oops. Did we get ambushed there? I was gonna say... Hold on, I'll remember what I was gonna say. Yeah, so me and Megaharv, my Canadian YouTube friend Megaharv, played through Secret of Evermore in a tag team live stream format, which is a thing that we invented. But basically, like, he started the game and played it and streamed it for an hour. Then at the end of that hour, he saved a save state, sent me the save state. I picked up from where he left off, streamed for another hour, then saved a save state at the end of that hour, sent it back to him so he could pick up from where I left off. So we basically went back and forth every hour, passing the controller, so to speak. Oh, shoot. I should have been paying attention. So I didn't play the entire game, but even then, I wasn't charmed by it, I'll say. I didn't like the main character. The dog was cool. The humor was, like, fine, but it was no Earthbound. I used D2 Druid most. Yo, Cliff White? I finally beat, Ubers with my Werewolf Druid. First time ever doing Uber Tristram in Diablo 2. Freg, how are you? That's pretty cool. Sorry you didn't like the game, though. That's fun. I mean, I still had fun with it, because we streamed it, and I had a good crowd for it. I always thought it was pretty dope, to each their own. Alchemy system, I appreciate that they tried to do something different, but, like, you run out of ingredients so easily, and then you have to remember where to buy specific ingredients, because not every alchemy shop sells the same ingredients. Nice, says Cliff White. I played Barb mostly. Dagger? Throwing Barb? Did you throw daggers? You don't have return. My dead guy does. Yeah, Square Enix West kind of dropped the ball. That was back when it was just Squaresoft, though, right? Use a Smiter Paladin for Ubers. Easiest build for Ubers. That's what I heard, Cliff White, because it never misses. And you're just like whack, whack, whack with your shield. Just got Terraria. Heard it's like Minecraft with 2D. Freg, yeah, I played a little bit of that in probably like 2015. It's a fun game. Never misses and ignores defense. Right. Well, in Diablo, that would be the same thing, right? Because defense is how often attacks affect you, rather than some sort of damage reduction. For those who don't know. The Goo is now strong enough. Esgar is now strong enough. Gwen ain't there yet. Alright, let's just get this last level around here, and then we'll save the game and go beat it. Terraria is cool, Freg. If you like games like that, you'd probably like to look at Hytale as well. Yeah, weren't you talking about that earlier? I cast Explodes when agitated more, Freg. Shoutouts to our Metroid Prime Remaster playthrough. It reduces some damage and the chances enemies hit you. I thought defense did nothing to reduce damage, and physical damage reduction was a separate stat in Diablo 2. But that game, that's one of those games that has so much to it that I'm constantly learning stuff, so. Nightshade, what's going on? I just got to level 35. Oh my gosh. Speaking of 5, Simon Diamond sent 5 KarmaJolt gift memberships. Hey, thank you. Everyone put 5 diamonds in the chat, as David G received a gift membership by Simon Diamond, as did Cowboy Baby Yoda and Zodiac Omega and King Koopa and William Burns. Hey, Simon, thank you so much. Dang, okay, so we got 36 squats to go. Hey, is right. Hytale is basically Minecraft building mechanics, but a more action-based combat system and RPG mechanics. Does it have cats in it? I just assume because the name is Hytale. Thank you, Simon, says David G. Welcome to those memes. Yeah. Enjoy spamming members-only emojis until Michael Mervin is like, all right, that's enough. That's enough spamming. Spamming like a salmon. Oh, my neck has been killing me lately. Yo, Steve Jacobson sent a membership. Hey, everyone put a pair of sunglasses in the chat for Steve Jacobson. Thank you so much. Not about tails. Tail like a story. Yeah, Dagger, but the term hightail means to... Well, some people say I had to hightail it out of there to run away, so I don't know. I thought there might be a pun there of some kind. Yo, we're adding 6 to the to-go counter. Put those sunglasses in the chat. Thank you so much. Hytale basically a mega modded Minecraft. Except you don't need to add mods to Hytale. I see, I see. Ooh, we're so close, everybody. You all rock. Steve Jacobson? No, you. Yeah, so for those who don't know, channel membership gives you a couple things on this channel. First of all, as you probably saw Michael Mervin put in the chat, there are a lot of member-exclusive emojis that are neat, and most of which I made in MS Paint. Some of them were made by my friend Turtleburger a long time ago. I also have a couple members-only videos that someone once said was the biggest waste of $5 he'd ever seen. I probably have like 69 members-only videos at this point. I played a lot of Game Boy games for some reason for my members-only content, but we've played through like almost every level of Super Mario RPG. I'm almost done, or I'm sorry, almost every level of Super Mario All-Stars. I'm almost done with that. Super Mario Land on Game Boy, Metroid 2 on Game Boy, a bunch of the Game Boy Mega Mans. And then every now and then I'll post like a random members-only skee-ball video where I'm at my skee-ball league. Remember when I bought those memberships and I got one for myself? Yeah, Dagger. That's happened probably 4 times. Enrock. Hey, it's the Earthbound man. When was the last time I posted an Earthbound video? Actually, pretty recently I took like a clip from an old Earthbound stream. Skee-Ball League. That's cool. Yeah, Erdrick at this bar in my town. Ruben A. You are looking at the Season 5 and 49 champion. I've been around that league for a while. Gotta step away, but good luck with the final boss fight, aka the Foss fight. Yo, GF Paperboy, thank you so much. We'll catch the end on VOD. Appreciate you. Everyone put a paper. How are you at 98.43? Because earlier somebody, actually a couple people donated donations that ended with an uneven amount. It made sense at the time. So close, everybody. 2 more battles. Favorite Mega Man from 1 to 6? I don't know why I like 4 that much. Trashy RPG Theorist, what's going on? Is that Raycat? Or are you someone new? Welcome. Yeah, a lot of people say 2 is the best. I think a lot of the reason people say 2 is the best is I want to say because it made the biggest improvement in the series. Like Mega Man 1 to 2, huge change. Like first of all, 8 bosses instead of 6. There's a password system. You get more than one like assist item, and that's kind of cool. Like you get little moving platforms instead of just the magnet beam. The characters have character portraits. Soundtrack improved, even though that's not technically a change. It has a great soundtrack. You can see Dr. Wily's fortress before you go inside it, and it shows him like flying his ship and parking it in the garage or whatever. What else? Difficulty choices? It really was a hellacious leap. That's a phrase. 2 is my favorite because it's the only MM game outside of the X games that I beat. We were just talking about the X games earlier. But like the skateboarding X games, not the Mega Man X games. We did it, everyone. Gwen has been promoted to the next level. How much power is she getting? I'm guessing 9 HP. But let's do 20 squats, everyone. We ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You know, this would make it easier if I took all this junk out of my pockets. Good set, good set. Baldur's Knight, thank you for the gold medal. Dang, good workout. Max level's oddly satisfying. 10 power for Gwen there, holy cow. East 500, huge power increase. Speed by 6, HP by 9, MP by 5. Insane level up at the end. 10 out of 10. Just figured out where the like button was on mobile. Ruben A. Yeah, a lot of people will just double tap the screen to like the stream. It's a swole world. After all, says Simon D. Yes, KarmaJolt is now swole enough. Let's go beat the game, everybody. My headspace is only calculating my own downfall due entirely from the US government screwing people over. The headspace is toxic for me, and I need a hug that I cannot give myself. Pomunson? I'll try to help by beating the... not the Dragon Lord. By beating this game for you. Yo, they didn't see me? I don't need the experience. Let's run. We did it, Dagger. Yo, Pomunson, I'm glad you're here. And you're a friend of mine. Let's explodette. I was praying that I wouldn't miss this. David G? I was hoping you'd be here too. Yo, Steve Jacobson with another KarmaJolt gift membership as I almost spilled my water on my keyboard. Hey, thank you so much. Everyone put a SSJ in the chat like he's a Super Saiyan. Hey, appreciate you. Time for the Fungin and the Foss. Yeah, let's look at these sweet stats there. All very round numbers. 160, 140, 240. 140, 200 max HP, and 160. He's only got 20 less strength than the Goo, but the weapons that Esgar can equip are not nearly as powerful as the Goo's. Like, his best weapon is the Falcon Sword, which hits twice, but only has 5 attack power, right? His, the weapon that gives him the most attack power is the Iron Spear. That's the most powerful one he can equip, and that gives 20. Meanwhile, the Goo gets the Thunder Sword for 80 attack power, and that's if you don't equip the Cursed Sword of Destruction, which gives 93. Patriots Dan, good luck, by the way. Any big plans for 2026 on stream or IRL? I don't have like a set goal like I did last year. Because last year we were like, let's beat every game on the SNES Classic. This year, I just want to play a bunch of my PlayStation games, I think. TFS knocked the Dragon Ball series out of the park. A bridge series for life. Yes. I like, cringed at their Final Fantasy VII stuff, though. So it was weird how they were like, I'm like, this is genius when I was watching Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Although, to be fair, some of it was also cringy. But then I'd watch their other stuff and be like, this is not funny, you know? Am I the same way? It was an extremely overlooked game. Wait, what are we talking about? I hate how the brain harps on negative stuff and just yeets positive stuff. Like, okay, brain, I get it's good for survival, but I am not actively dying yet. Pomunson? Tell me some good stuff, though. I'm just saying. Unholy War for PS1. I don't know that one. Karma, you gonna play Mega Man X4, 5, and 6? X4 for sure, because I have easy access to that one on the Nintendo Switch, as a matter of fact. Let's repel. Did I do that already? I held a door open for an old woman with a cane. Good. That's nice of you. Yeah, sometimes you gotta work for positive thoughts, but it's worth it. I am very, very struggling right now and trying to get better. Michael Mervin? I'm glad you're here, though. Was it a Coke cane? Death Bob, what? Obviously. Bah. Yeah, I forgot Gwen gets a monster level up at the end. Hated that one Mega Man X game where there's like a turtle and it's unfair because it just infinitely spams acid rain at you. I'm thinking of Toadman from Mega Man 4, but that guy is not unfair. If you had to impress someone with a meal that you need to make from scratch, what are you making? Patriots Dan, last time I went with a paleo chicken curry that went over very well. Hugo Arellano says, Dragon Ball Super movies are awesome. Hey, welcome. I never watched any Dragon Ball Super. I was, like, in theory excited when it came out. Like, oh, that's cool. That there's more Dragon Ball stuff. And then I never watched it. At Michael Mervin, I'm here if you need to talk. I know there are sad days, but I promise you there are good days too, says Jill of Trades. That's true. Oh, I got so used to being on mobile, I forgot I can, Freg, says Dagger. Wait, what? 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 What are we talking about? Gotta go. Sorry. Have a great stream. Hey, you don't have to apologize for, like, having a life. Steve Jacobson, thank you so much for being generous and for being cool. Everyone put one last pair of sunglasses in the chat. One last pair, like we're not gonna do more later. DBS getting a remake for Bourus. I think somebody sent me a link to something about that. Esgar's hitting for 68 with one of his attacks. Joe, I see you. Welcome back. Homunson says, glasses change. I redeemed it. That's only for my channel members, but you know what? For you, why the heck not? What do I got over here? Abraham B, what's going on? What are your funkiest pair of sunglasses, KarmaJolt? I got some weird ones. Are you requesting a glasses change? How about these? Do you have lucky glasses? Patriots Dan, like pretty much all of them. Okay, hold on. I need to be able to see. Because I'm about to do a glitch, everybody. So, like, yesterday I showed off that you can equip a cursed item and then uncurse that item, and you will get the benefits of the cursed item, but none of the drawbacks. So, I have this Sword of Destruction in my inventory. It has very big attack power, but it's cursed, and cursed items will cause you to lose a turn in battle every now and then. Thank you, Tiny Cat. I also have this Falcon Sword, which has low offense, but it hits twice per attack in battle. What I'm gonna do is trick the game into giving me 2 attacks per battle, because the game will think that I've got the Falcon Sword equipped, but with the power of the Sword of Destruction. So before I enter this castle, I'm gonna equip the Falcon Sword, and my attack power goes down to 165, which is not great, but I hit twice per attack with the Falcon Sword, and that is once more than usual. Now, this is a pretty cool part of the game, because the very last dungeon, the final dungeon, aka the fungeon of the game, when you walk into it, it looks exactly like the first town, and people are like, oh my gosh, this is Middenhall Castle. Hold on, there's someone around here. This is Middenhall Castle, this NPC says. I can even stay at the inn here and get all my HP and MP back? Let's spend 12 gold to get all my HP and MP back. The problem is, though, this is an illusion castle. It's not real. It's all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, and when you hold the charm of Rubus aloft in your hand, a fairy screams at you, "Gwen, be not deceived by false visions!" And it turns out none of that is actually real. And you'll see that my HP values actually reset back to what they were before I stayed at that fake inn. So the game does some sort of resetting to have you go back to your original status once you use the Charm of Rubis. What we're gonna do, though, is we're gonna exit, have the Falcon Sword equipped, like we do. We're gonna go back into the fake town of Middenhall. Then we're gonna equip the Sword of Destruction, and the goo, too, will be cursed. And now we will... You see that my... First of all, I want to show you this. You see that my attack power is 253 because I've got the Sword of Destruction. That's a ton of attack power. That's the max you can have. Now we are going to use the Charm of Rubis to break the illusion here. Fake in, aka Finn. Yes, that's right, David G. And what you'll see if I open up my status screen is that I still have 253 attack power, but the Falcon Sword is equipped. Do not open your equip menu and don't level up. Because if you do, the game will recalculate our attack power to what it should be with the Falcon Sword equipped. But in the meantime, I've got 253 attack power, and the game thinks that I have the Falcon Sword equipped. So I will be able to get 2 hits per combat with the power of the Sword of Destruction, because we have confused the game, EJ George. Nice. I came in the middle of a short being born. Hold on, I gotta show you. I gotta show you how it works. So let's step guard so we can walk across these Legos without getting hurt that much. And then we'll use the Eye of Malroth to go into the Fungeon, aka the final dungeon. Then we'll heal up. That's gonna be a lot of damage, Simon Diamond. Yeah, exactly. So let's bully this Bull Wong. I'm gonna have the goo fight and everyone else parry. He hit for 113 and 118 and outright killed an enemy with a ton of HP. So, essentially, I have the attack power of the Sword of Destruction, which is a lot. It's the strongest weapon in the game. But I'm hitting twice because the game thinks that I have the Falcon Sword equipped, and I'm not getting any of the drawbacks of having a cursed item equipped, so I don't randomly freeze on my turn in combat. In one take, what a pro, says Patriots Dan. And this is what Esgar does with the Falcon Sword. That's not glitch. He hits for 55 and then missed, but he's got the Falcon Sword as well and is hitting for 50 to 60 per hit. And he hits twice per turn if he doesn't miss. The goo's hitting for like 100 to 120 per hit, which is crazy. And yeah, so I should mention that glitch will fix itself. The glitch will end if you level up or if you open the equipment menu, but I'm not going to do that because I'm at max level and I won't open my menu. Holy moly, that's impressive, says MB Mixes. Yeah, Darth Nerd was telling me about that earlier. I'm hoping this wasn't fixed in the remake, says Darth Nerd. So yeah, shoutouts to Darth Nerd for telling me about that. Oh yeah, and I did one of the bosses earlier, so I don't have to fight Atlas again. Let's get to Pazuzu. I'm 98% certain that you can save your game and load up the save file, and the glitch will still persist as long as you don't level up or open the equipment screen. Alright, so Esgar hits for 30 per attack. The goo is hitting twice for 93 and 83. GG, see ya. What if you got the hat now? Yeah, David, I honestly would have left the dungeon to save the game. Let's use a heal more. Karma opens up his menus for no one. I mean, I guess I would. Gonna be hit by a blizzard later. Wish me luck. Yo, Freg, I do wish you luck. And let's do 28 squats. Bah. Take that, Zarlox. Wonder where Nick D is this evening. Dagger? Why do you have a smiley face after that? Is there something I don't know? Is there something that you know that I don't know? 1, 2. Okay, I don't have my wallet poking me in my pocket. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. Good set, y'all. Thank you for the donations. It's keeping me alive. And I like living for the most part. The goo did 152. Massive damage. Good job. Hey, thanks. Great job, says Abraham B. Thank you. Whew. This guy's still alive? That's crazy. Kronos said hi. Hey, hey, peoples. Is there like a specific item that I have to use in the final battle? I actually don't remember. I don't have to use the Eye of Malroth at all, do I? For some reason, you don't need to cast Step Guard on... Oh, wait, never mind. You do. I think I might have thought that before because... Oh, yeah, because one time I came here with just the goo, and everyone else was dead. And I'm like, it's not damaging me. But that's because the armor of Erdrick blocks damaging floors, I think. Yo, who's this? Let's do this, though. This is KarmaJolt's Discord. Michael Mervin, thank you. Yeah, we do have a Discord, everybody, and it's great. I think flirting works well on NTF. But that works on a lot of people. Yeah, no, he's vulnerable to that, for sure. Alright, y'all, this is it.
Who comes hither to disturb the great Hargon? Dost thou know who I am?
No, man.
Then I shall teach thee proper respect.
Then I shall teach the proper respect, is what he said. One Hargon appeared, and he's like, ta-da!
It's me, baby!
Oh, and he's got the little Drakey on his hoodie! Like he's one of the magicians. Actually, maybe they're from like a cult of Hargon. I never put that together. But like the magician and the evil clown and the mace master enemy, they all have that cute little bat on the front of their robes. Let's, for no reason, do some buffs and debuffs. Increase our defense power by a little bit. It's not gonna do much. Jazz hands! Yeah, exactly. The goo is gonna do like 130, 140 damage there. I'm just gonna have Gwen heal. Dead. See ya. GG. End of game for sure. Gary P2!
So, thou hast proven a mighty warrior.
Sorry. Let me try that again.
Let me try that line again. I messed it up a little bit. Hey, happy Friday, KarmaJolt. Hope everyone is doing well. Gary P2, thank you so much. Rogue Effect says, I remember drawing Malroth in a nurse outfit?
Can you put that in the Discord?
So thou hast proven a mighty warrior, mightier even than Hargon the Great. Tell your friends I'm Hargon the Great. But there is one even greater than I, a sorcerer of the Shadow Time. It's Shadow Time. A being of pure malice that none shall overcome. I send thee now to meet Malroth.
Do I Blop, blop, blop. Oh, baby. Chow, chow, chow. The music changed, everyone. Yo, this guy is bigger than the battle area. He's like popping out. Sure, it was just a sketch. Never finished it. Also, it was Malroth as he appears in DQB 2? Dragon Quest Buddies 2. Alright, let's just heal all for no reason. I hit him for 9. The goo hit for 56 and 62. This is already over, everybody. Oh my god. Oh, he's gonna blow flames! Bro. He can heal all, which can be pretty annoying sometimes. Oh, Malroth dodged the blow. That's okay, I hit twice. Should I sacrifice? Dragon Quest Builders 2. Oh, you know what I'm just realizing? We got multiple $10 donations, so I owe you a chance. Because like it says in the chat, $5 equals 5 squats. $10 or more, I cast Chance in battle. We increased our defense with that? Alright, fine. That's not gonna help. I don't think this guy does physical attacks. He also dies real easy. I guess anyone dies real easy when you do a glitch to hit twice with the most powerful weapon in the game that's supposed to be cursed, but it's not. Sacrifice doesn't work on bosses. I know, Darth Nerd, but I should have tried it anyway. Thou hast defeated Malroth. Everyone put a flame in the chat. Thou hast delivered the world from Malroth's evil.
Great is the victory and greater the rewards. I, Rubus, have watched thy struggles, and I am proud of you. Good job, kid. See ya.
Well, I guess we just walk home. Yeah, and you'll see here, now that I've defeated the final boss, you'll see that in the status screen my attack power is 253, but if I open the equipment menu, it goes back to 165. Which is what it should be if I'm equipped with a Falcon Sword. Hey, thank you for the flames, everyone. I could cast Return, I suppose. But this encounter rate is insane. Look at this. No enemies. Malroth massacred. Yeah.
Moidalized them.
Flame, flame, flame! Jalopy Seconds, welcome.
The people will be free again, for the evil magic has dissipated, like smoke in the wind, like teardrops in the rain. Oh, it is like a dream to think that someone had the power to destroy Hargon. Did you do like a crazy glitch or something?
You saved the land, says Dagger. And I can walk on damaging floors now.
Thanks to thee, peace has returned.
And I can return home too. Open. Let's talk to some dudes. Thou art great. Stephen A. The Disney Afternoon Collection is coming to Switch. Plus Bonkers and Goof Troop? Heck yeah. Okay, that person says the same thing. Thanks to thee, peace has returned. Thou art great warriors. What happens if I cast Return right now? Okay. It does bring me back to the last save point. There's a Ren and Stimpy collection. Ren and Stimpy Happy Happy Joy Joy collection. Happy Joy collection. I was like never a big fan of Ren and Stimpy. I kind of liked them when I was a kid, and then I watched more of it, and I was like, oh, this is weird. Hargon doesn't exist anymore, does he? Yeah, that's why he's not texting you back, dude. No one is in that direction. Thou hast done exceedingly well. Hey, so have you, dude. You've been doing great. Game end now? Yeah, Dagger. I just gotta go back to the original castle, I think. Darkwing Duck was a fun Mega Man. Lily K, that's what I heard. Michael, we just beat the game, and now we're just gonna go do, like, the credits scene, I guess. Might mess around a little bit, I don't know. New Game Plus. Pamunson, yeah, we have to get to level 100. That means early stream. I still got some other stuff to show you. Oh, I'm late. Damn, says Michael. I gave you the James voice. You're welcome. Capcom, yeah, Capcom nailed those Disney games, Vapor Snake. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers? 2-player? That game is a blast, dude. The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the game shop. Yes. Gen B hasn't even showed up to say she's brushing her teeth yet, so it's too early. But it's also Friday. So she might be staying up late. Me and my brother played Hello Rescue Rangers as kids, KJ. Yeah, Dagger, did you also do the thing where, you, tried to throw each other into pits and stuff? No reason for me to be in this cave, but I can. Take that, Malroth. Dagger, there's like an old short on my channel from a couple years ago where, my brother... There's like one vertical shaft area in like, I don't know, level F or something, where there are like little platforms that extend from the wall, then retract. And he just picks me up and does that whole part by himself. And hero balls it. Draco plays Pokemon. Jeez, you're level 50. You could have finished the game a while ago. Draco? We could've. Where am I right now? Yeah, that's Middenhall. Actually, let's go visit, Kennock first. Well, actually, what happens if I go to Moonbrook? Let's find that out. Must have been an easy final boss. Yeah, especially because I did a crazy glitch that got me a super powerful weapon to hit twice. You ever heard of tibia, Karma? Yeah, that's like the little bone in your arm, right? I don't think that gets me there, actually. Light mode, KJ, isn't real and cannot hurt you. Scrolls back too far. Ah. Cave Tyrone must be harmless now. Well, yes, literally, because there are no overworld encounters anymore. Shoot, wait. How do I get to freaking... That's in your leg, actually. Oh. But no, I meant the game. No, I don't know that. Where the hell am I? Tibia was an old, weird RPG. So you can fully explore the world and there's new dialogue in every town. Draco, like... I want to see some towns. Okay, I was just here. Pull over and ask for directions. Yeah, I want to see what happens if I go to Moonbrook and talk to the king, who is now like a flame. Karma like, Kanik was left of the random encounters. How do I find it now? EJ George? A map would be nice. You don't get one of those in these games. Yeah, Erdrick, I think I could just go this way. Yeah, thank you. This game is really, really good. I'm excited to see how DQ3 and 4 improved on it. I'm glad you liked it, Drico Plays Pokemon. Yeah, 3 is my favorite. Mostly because of the customization of the characters that you can do. 4, I would say, has a better story. Like, by far. Alright, and this will bring me up to Moonbrook somewhere. Yeah, that's the dragon's horn. I can get in here. Oops. Didn't mean to park. Ah! 1, 3, and 4 are my favorites. So not this one, Ruben A. Understandable. I think maybe I can just go up here. Nope, that's Alefgard. Oh, you know what? We never visited, the Dragon Lord. Let's do that, too. It's probably somewhere over here, right? That's it. So this is the castle at the very beginning of the game where you see that cutscene where Hargon attacks Moonbrook, destroys everything, turns Gwen into a dog. See a light that is the pure light of Rubis rising from the sea. We thank thee for all that thou hast done. Okay, I didn't realize he said that. Do any other NPCs say that? See a light that is the pure light of Rubis rising from the sea. We thank thee for all that thou hast done. Interesting. I never bothered to come back here after beating the game to see what those people say. And we didn't visit the Dragon Lord's descendant earlier in the game, but we could have. We did go to Charlotte Castle to get, like, Erdrick's helmet or something. Where am I? I think I'm going this way. Oh, wait, it's right here. Great-grandson, Darth Nerd. Like, when we came here at first, we were getting whooped by the enemies in this castle? Go up, says Jalopy Seconds. Thank you. I found it. But yeah, kind of a similar layout to Charlotte Castle from Dragon Warrior 1. No more ghosts in Moonbrook after killing Malroth. We just talked to him, Erdrick. The little flamey guys? Or you mean no enemies? Where do I go? Do I do this, maybe? No, this brings me to the treasure chest, does it not? Yeah, I don't need this. The Sword of Erdrick, yeah, we got another. Hell yeah. Okay, Karma, now I see why you hate stairs. Yeah, Gillitrades, too confusing. Alright, so what's this? This probably brings me to the Dragon Lord's great-grandson. Which I, like, forgot to visit. Petitioning to make snow illegal, you in? Blast radius? I want to limit it to 2 days a year. Yeah, look at this. What's in here? This is where you fight the Foss, the final boss in Dragon Warrior 1. Money? Let's go. I'm going to take this guy's money. Wing of the Wyvern. I'm just going to discard his items. Yo, a lottery ticket? Hell yeah, I want to throw something away for this. Let's throw away this, Gremlin's tail. This guy's herb? No, I'll let him have that. At least you don't have to menu stairs. Yeah, not in this game. 2 days and immediately evaporated from its solid state. Yeah, that's called sublimation, Blast Radius. When something goes from a solid to a gas. What does the gremlin tail do? I don't know, Michael. You equip it and it's cursed, and I think that's it.
Thou hast done well, Thaku. Let bygones be bygones.
And we shall be friends. Yo, this guy should have joined my party. That would have been sick. I didn't realize he said that after you beat the game. You talk to this guy, and he's like, hey, can we be friends? Ooh woo. Ever heard of frog? I have, MB mixes. Oh, you said fog. No, I don't know what that is. I do not need to be doing this. Let's go to Tantagal. You can actually fight him in the remake? Oh, that's fun. You are great. Let's quit running away. Hargon doesn't exist anymore. Okay, so it seems like every type of NPC, like every old man will say this, and every guard-looking guy with a spear will say this. And I don't think there's a king in here. Thou art great. Ooh, that music. Yeah, the Dragon Warrior 1 music. Aces, yeah, the John Travolta meme. Everyone feels like that every now and then. Blast Radius, I don't know what that one is. I feel uncomfortable talking about this. I've never heard of that. Let's go to Cannock, which I think is over here. Nope, I missed it. Actually, I don't know where I am right now. It's a good thing no one ever stole my boat. Glasses change, and thanks to the community for the gift sub. Hey, JJJ. You got it. Bro, where am I? Oh, I know where I am now. Left win is to the right. So is Cannock. There it is. Hey, I don't want to talk about that right now, EJ George and Blast Radius, unless it's something that's like way less offensive than the name implies. Let's see what this king gotta say. Once again, the line of Erdrick has proven true. Esgar, my heir, thou hast gained a great victory, and I am proud of thee. To thy new duties must thou go now. The Goo. To thy new duties must thou go now, the Goo. Okay, okay. Weird sentence structure, but he's right. It's a good thing this isn't Jaws, or you would need way more shells. Yeah, if you collect enough of them, something good is bound to happen, right? Alex, what's going on? Hello. How many pairs of glasses do you own? Darth Nerd, probably like 140. Alright, alright. Let's go finish the game now. Master Sword. Hardly newer sword. Dog eat hot dog. Welcome. Sharks are swimming teeth. Alright, let's go back to Middenhall and beat the game. Yo, it's a party! Now thou art king of Middenhall and must take thy throne. I'm gonna say the same thing. In the same voice. Oh. Thou shalt go. Oh, I can actually talk to my party members here. What? I seek not the crown. Well, bye. What happens if I leave? Oh, okay, my friends, come with me. You sounded like Kermit. Hey, thanks. That's what I was going for, Ruben A. Neat. What? The Goo, thou art, sorry, I messed up my line. Haha. The Goo, thou art of the line of Erdrick, and have proven thy heritage by thy deeds. Now is the time for thee to take the throne. Will it be so? Nah. Be careful, the Goo. Do not be selfish. Now is the time to take the throne. Okay. Hail all to the new monarch of Middenhall. But thou must, yeah, Erdrick. Now, Esgar, Prince of Kennock, come forth. Gwen, Princess of Moonbrook, come forth. Okay. This charge I lay on thee three heroes, that forevermore, I didn't see what it said, 3 cheers for the new monarch of Middenhall. Hip hip hooray! More like hip pip hooray. Pip, we did it! Then peace returned. And everybody freaking partied that night. Dragon Quest II, original version staff. Yo, we beat the game, everybody. Let's celebrate by doing 8 squats. Shoutouts to Yuji Horii, the scenario writer. Ready? 1, 2. Thanks for the Jeej, everyone. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, all right. This game's great. Just like Mega Man 2 was over the first Mega Man. Big improvement for this game over the first. Even if I feel like it is a jump in difficulty, they didn't quite know how to balance it, I feel like. But man, having multiple party members? Crazy, dude. It's still kind of awkward how to figure out sometimes how to use the characters properly. Like, what is Esgar's role? He doesn't hit hard with magic. He doesn't heal as good as Gwen. He gets some good physical attack toward the end of the game if you level up to max like I did. But he absolutely was a hero in the Sea Cave and saved the run. I have a question about the reps counter. How do you get 0.3 reps? 0.43 reps. Darth Nerd, people sometimes donate weird amounts that aren't a whole dollar amount. American staff, Nintendo of America. American screen text, Scott Helland. Assisted by Dave Brooks and Brian Miller. Esgar was a red mage. Translation assistants, Toshiko Watson. What a name. Yeah, that was a fun time. This game isn't nearly as long as I made it. You do not have to get to max level. 1990, huh? Chunsoft? Bird? Armor Project? E. Enix. Is it Enix or Enix? I always said Enix. My brownie cupcakes are looking so good. Yo, that sounds awesome, East 500. Themed, everybody, we did it. We beat Dragon Warrior 2 on the Nintendo NES system. Before we sign off, though, I want to show you something cool that might take me a while. It requires starting a new file. Jill of Trades, it was awesome. Let's erase a quest. Yeah, I copied the file here because I was experimenting with that glitch that we did earlier. But let's erase the goo level 44. And we're going to begin a new quest here. There's a code that you can do in Dragon Warrior 2 for the Nintendo NES system that allows you to turn off random encounters. And what you need to do is name your character Tut in all caps, obviously short for King Tutankhamun. Then choose fast message speed. Then you gotta get through the whole prologue, so you do have to watch this opening event, and, you know, you obviously have to read this text in a voice. Many years ago, a young warrior who was of the line of the great Erdrick came to Alefgard and defeated the dreaded Dragon Lord, restoring peace to the land. For many generations, the descendants of that warrior ruled Alefgard and the surrounding lands, including the Kingdom of Moonbrook across the Eastern Sea from Alefgard. Abel Savage. And, like, you can just mash through this. That's the crying emoticon, Tut. It is? Majesty, said the Majesty, said the King's Guard. Oh wait, let me try that again. Majesty, said the King's Guard. The castle is besieged by the forces of Hargon, the wizard. Hargon is here? Asked the king. Alas, sire, it is so. Then we must ride forth and do battle, for these castle walls shall not stand long against... Well, you didn't give me a chance to read the line. Whoa! That guy died! That's crazy.
Hargon shall not rule unopposed.
Ow! The king crit that dude. Did you hear that? Then the king spoke to the princess. Thy life is in danger, my daughter. Hide thyself now. Get your coffee donated $10 saying fiend. Oh my gosh, I knew you would. Everyone put the coffee in the chat for Rogue Effect, aka get your coffee. Thank you so much. And whatever happens to me, thou must be strong. Maybe do 10 squats or something. For that cool $10 donation.
But father,
cried the princess. Anyway, I'm gonna skip through this.
father,
Screamed the princess. Father!
they are here. Oh, such a brave beauty.
The monster mocked her. The king was enraged. Offense plus 10. Touch her and thou shalt not survive this day, he challenged the fiend.
So,
Hissed the monster.
thou must be the lord of this miserable sand castle. But I think not for long.
Hey, thanks for the coffees, everybody. I can't keep up that voice. Dead. Then the princess gasped in horror. I honestly love this opening scene. I really do love this opening scene where this castle gets like absolutely ransacked and set on fire. And this one dude gets a sneak attack, survives, a trident to the torso, crits this dude, then is like, I need to reach Middenhall. I'm gonna run from every random encounter that I encounter. He even drags himself through the poisonous swamp, which deals 2 HP per step, right? Although, maybe he turned random encounters off, which is what I'm doing with this code here. Oof! Yeah, he made it all the way to Mindenhall Castle, and he's like, I hate walking. Thy wound looks serious. What has happened to thee? Hold up, y'all. I got tidings. I have evil tidings that cannot wait. You don't mean like you're gonna kill the king, do you? No, I have to tell him about evil tidings. I feel like he should clarify there. Saying, I have evil tidings for the king is probably gonna, not get you an audience with the king. Hear me, O king. The army of Hargon the sorcerer has sacked Moonbrook Castle, from whence I came. The evil of his magic is great, and I fear he will soon rule all the world. Unless a monarch as great as thyself stands against him. Anyway, bye. He, like, blinks out of existence. No, he just disappeared. Okay, so just like normal, we're gonna start the game just like you normally do. We're gonna search this treasure chest, get a sword from it that we honestly won't need for a while, Alex. Oops. You made it to 4-side? Nice. So, because we named our main character Tut, and we set it to fast message speed, the random encounters will be disabled, and we can just walk wherever we want. In fact, basically what this code does is it completely turns off the RNG. We can, I guess, die by getting hurt by the poison swamp. But we can go straight to the Spring of Bravery if we want. What I meant was, we can go straight to the Spring of Bravery if we want. And just, like, finish a bunch of quests, because we don't have to worry about wild animals, or, like, a dude with a pitchfork, or whatever. Where am I going? I think it's this way, right? I felt the heat, says Nick DeFrenchie. Sears, welcome in. We're doing a crazy glitch. Now, because the RNG is off in this game, you won't get any random encounters, but when you do finally get into a forced encounter, like, I think the first, quote-unquote, boss battle is against those little gremlins in, Leanport before you get the ship. When you get into that battle, the game will freeze, because the RNG is turned off, and so the game won't know what to do. But this code can be turned off at any time if you just save the game. Furthermore, if you want to make it as far as you can... Oh, maybe I wasn't supposed to come here first. If you want to equip your characters, you can open up treasure chests, then leave dungeons and come back, and those treasure chests will respawn just like they do normally. So you can get stuff like medical herbs, and there's one cave that has like a chest with gold in it and a wing of the wyvern, and that sells for 60 GP. So there are ways to farm up money so that you can fully outfit your party before you turn the code off, you know? Look, mommy, I'm in a short, says Nick DeFrenchie. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think I was supposed to go to Cannock first. Yeah, let's go here. You're so funny, says Abraham B. Hey, thanks. Thank you, that's nice to hear. Alright, let's at least go until we get the second character. Welcome, Tut. Of experience, you need 12. My son Bran has already left. Okay, that's a name I've seen before. Please find him and take him as thy companion. Does thou wish to save the game? Let's say no, and continue thy quest. He's not in Leftwind right now, is he? Anyway, that's crazy. No random encounters. And yeah, it looks like since I didn't save the game, the code is still active. Yeah, he's not here yet. Let's go to the Spring of Bravery. Insane. I'm impressed. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I can even go around these mountains. Oh wait, yeah, that's what I want to do. So yeah, basically you can just breeze through the beginning of the game and fully assemble your party. And if you want, you can loot like the same treasure chests over and over to get items and money. You're lucky, you should play the lottery. Not sure if the lottery actually works, Nick the Frenchie, and I don't think you can get a lottery ticket with this code on because the RNG is turned off, so I don't think there's that 1 in 6 chance of getting the lottery ticket from the shopkeepers. Abraham, I'm probably going to play Dragon Quest III at some point. This RNG is nuts. Yeah, Sears? Kinda is. Imagine people back in the day being like, did you get Bran? Who's that? You mean Esgar? Yeah, or Orfeo? Okay, so now he's telling me, yeah, the Prince of Cannock was just here. Know that there's a token somewhere. And yeah, this treasure chest came back so I can get another medical herb. If I wanted to, I could sell it for money. Wasn't there a lottery ticket in a chest? Possibly, Dagger? I don't know if there's one, like, anywhere nearby. I wonder if you can use the lottery ticket with the RNG turned off. Okay, bye. Nick the Frenchie, you heading out? Appreciate you. DW Monsters arriving Wednesday. Yo, Sears, thank you so much. Everyone put a chair in the chat because Sears sent me his copy of DW Monsters on GB Color. We are cruising. This is cool, says Ruben. Chair, says Abraham. And Jill of Trades. Alright, let's go meet our friend Bran. There he is. Hail, friend. I am Prince Bran of Cannock. Should we get the princess? I could play for a little bit longer. The male person is the real hero. Sears? I could get a chainmail. Alright, let's go get the silver key, and then just go get the Mirror of Ra, and get our party. Do it, says Ruben A. So, the cave to the west here is where the silver key is. Yeah, and this cave has some semi-valuable items in them that we can sell. If you want to farm money, come to this cave. Yeah, because I think there's a treasure chest in here that has a Wing of the Wyvern. And it's not that hard to find. And you can just leave and come back and find it again. Or this medical herb. What else is in here? Everyone can start at level 1 is right, Michael. Whoops, that's my Discord. What's over here? This might be the way to go, actually. Medical herb. Water. More water. Okay, okay, so with random encounters, how long did it take me to get here? Probably like 4 hours. Alex B, now, new save? Yeah, just showing off the trick that you can, where you can name your character Tut in all caps with fast message speed and completely turn off random encounters. So yeah, so there is where you find the Wing of the Wyvern and like 40 bucks. You can farm that over and over to get reliable gold, slow and steady gold. And then by the time you get all of your characters in the party, you can have some decent equipment too. And possibly a silver key. EJ George says, damn. That said, I was doing a lot of squats and exercises and stuff. Why aren't you fighting anyone, Sears? Because I'm a lover, not a fighter. Cherubly, something is wrong with your game. Oh my god. That one does not work. Alright, let's get out of here. Now let's go across the sea. Did I go the wrong way? No, I can go this way. I think. It's up here. See ya. Brownies came out. Brownies came out. Nice, says East 500. Chef's kiss, as they say. Jealous. Wait, you don't need to use the silver key? You just need to get it before you go through that cave, I guess? I thought you needed the silver key to get into that cave. Marble 3, yes! Like in Breath of Fire. Now let's go this way. Wait, no, I want to go down and around here, right? Yeah, MB mixes real fast, but no leveling up. That's right. Okay, so I think I go this way to find the Mirror of Ra, right? Yeah, it's like... here. Boom. Got it. Let's get out. Oh, look, it's my friend Numbers, says Sears. Pippin is also here. Well, I just dropped by to say hi and like the video. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Hey, Alex B. Yeah, you're catching me right at the end anyway. We're about to sign off, but I do want to at least get the third party member here. After getting Gwen, I would save and restart RNG. Yeah, Michael, that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so let's show this dog a mirror. Oh. Here it is. Bran held up the Mirror of Ra. Behold, it's a dog. Oh, it's Princess Ilani. Suddenly it's shattered, and there's a princess instead of a dog. And she's like, hurrah! I'm like the opposite of a werewolf. Oh, dear cousin, thou hast freed me. So... I have a fully assembled party at just level 1, and we haven't seen a single random encounter. But we can turn that code off by saving the game. So in other words, we can start the random encounters and start the RNG again. So let's save the game, and then try to get into a random battle and get completely whooped by, like, I don't know, a group of centipods or something. Let's see what that looks like. So I just saved the game. Random encounters should be turned on now. This is gonna be tough. 4 big rats. Can we do anything? We have heal and heal more. We don't actually have any offensive spells. We dodged. It's not looking good. Ilani can't deal any damage. Bran can hit for 3. Oh no, rats. Why are they spreading out the damage like that? Okay, we died. Tut died. I could have healed him, I guess. I don't know. But that wouldn't have been as funny. Just realized something. I need to follow. I'm so sorry. Darth Nerd, you don't subscribe? That's funny. Hey, thanks for subbing. So yeah, I probably should have got some equipment before this. Because you can probably handle this battle if you've got really good equipment, even at level 1, but I decided not to. Yeah, folded Sears, like laundry. Or a chair, a folding chair. No pulse, no breath, cold breath, no pulse, no breath, cold as a card. Anyway, it's a cool code and you should try it out and tell your friends I'm great. Cooked is right, MB Mixes. That said, let's do these 10 squats, everybody. And then I'll be squatting off for the night. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Thank you, everybody. Hey, we're officially done with Dragon Warrior 2 on the Nintendo NES system. This game's great. I don't have the love for it like I do for 1 or 3, I would say, but like, that was fun. That was a fun time, even if every now and then the game just decides, oh, this gold bat boon is going to cast Sacrifice and wipe your entire party with 100% accuracy, and there's nothing you can do about it. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me on this grand adventure. We're going to be playing a lot of RPGs coming up. I feel like Skies of Arcadia soon, as well as Lufia 2, Dragon Quest Monsters, Dragon Quest 4. We'll get to all those fairly soon, but until then, this is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great. Chrono Trigger 2. Yeah, no, I want to do that. It's been years and years. Corn. Thanks for popping in. We did finish it, yes. So happy and grateful for the gifted sub, says David G. Hey. Heck yeah. Check out my members-only content. I'll see y'all soon.